the Eastern Conference semifinals here. Welcome back to the postseason action. It's heating up, folks. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan on 2K Sports. It's the Orlando Magic taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Insanity?
Well, this guy's an animal on the glass, Kevin. I mean, there may be some bigger and stronger rebounds in the NBA, but nobody plays with this kind of energy and zeal.
I've also got to say, Steve, that I really like how he's able to adapt defensively to really whatever the situation is. There are a number of ways he can come at you at that end of the floor.
We're going to look at Milwaukee. It's a win or stay home as they look to keep their raucous crowd to help propel them to a final Game 7 on enemy ground.
And despite being in the hole 3-2, I think they've got plenty of reasons to feel positive coming into this game. And this building, of course, is going to be charged up. They want to see their home team force a 7th game.
I tell you, it is a fantastic atmosphere here. All signs do point to a Game 7, but that's if they keep their composure. They can't get overhyped in front of these fans, and they can't get caught up looking ahead to a 7th game. They've got to be in the here and now and get this one.
Milwaukee on D after the three-pointer from the Beast. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The offense is getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line. Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Little General the pass to Insanity. Here's the great from the wing, and that one's good. The great's got his first basket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always. That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. No free throws, good from Schmidt. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Little General, defended by Schmidt. Little General the pass to the great. Hands it from downtown. The great's got 5 now.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
No good from Schmidt.
Typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Knocks it loose to the inside, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
They have no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
That was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Doc Rivers. I asked him if he thinks they'll be able to muster the energy and effort it takes to win 2 straight elimination games. He said, sure, but we're not going to win 2 games at once. We can't think about Game 7 yet. We have to win this one first. Pretty smart advice, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Boy, you know you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from the great. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The Mayor passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's the Mayor. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's the monster. Oh, look out!
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Little General, defended by Schmidt. Fires for 3. A shot's good from Cross. The Wizards got himself on the board with 3 more. Orlando, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Here's the great. He has 7. Insanity. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first down.
Lost to Caldwell Pope. Here's the closer. The Beast. On the basket, the closer.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Bucks making a change here. On to Takimbo's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here's Little General, defended by Schmidt. Here's Little General, blanketed by McGee. He fights to the rim for the layup. Mark and Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
And as they were song.
I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
You got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Here's the great. 7 points in the game. Here's Cross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul on the closer. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Pass it to Cross. Here's lights out. Defended by Caldwell Pope. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. And you look at the Little General, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
Well, it's great to see guys step up to the added pressure of the postseason and deliver big numbers. Not only for him, but his teammates. Anybody that distributes the ball the way he does helps his team and himself.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
They pass it to the great. Knocked away. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Shot to stop the run. Gets it to go. The great's got 9 points.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense. Just keep firing.
Little
man.
The rim is shaking. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
The Magic have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
They find themselves down here in the first, and a lot of that can be attributed to the early foul trouble.
Bucks trail by 5. Pass to the great. From deep. And another three for Milwaukee.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result may change.
The Mayor passes to the post. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
And you were saying that the fouls in this game a big reason for the score.
Yeah, Kevin, I think that's the case. I mean, they've allowed the other team to get to the line early and often, and you don't want to start that way.
For the 3. No good.
Using his strength nicely there to ensure the rebound. Good work.
And there's the pass to the Beast. Intercepted. Pass to Little Jimmy. Here's the Wizard. Let's go. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Buck.
Here's the Beast. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint. Their whole defense is better just with him being out there, Kevin. His ability to know exactly what's going on, to communicate, to be in the right position. And he's a great example for his teammates to follow.
And another specialty of his is the 3-ball from the corner. That's his signature shot.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Here are the Magic now. It's a 3-point game.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Off his foot, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Milwaukee making a switch here. Milwaukee with the ball. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance point.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pass to Wagner. Sucks. Magic moving the ball around. The feed to Carter. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Anthony. Goes up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
Makes the lead pass. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Good work defensively by Carter. Magic leading by 9. Lopez with the steal. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Milwaukee making a switch here. It's Anthony with the drive. Suggs jacks up a 3. The rebound by Prince. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Lillard outside. Payton defended by Carter. 18 feet out. And the basket by Lillard. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Suggs, Lopez covering. Back to Anthony. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Lillard attacking. The Bucks have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. First free throw is good. The Magic making a switch here. Harris is checked in. The free throw is good from Lillard. Orlando leading by 5. Anthony dishes to Harris. Back to Anthony. Harris outside. That 3 off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Feeds to Lillard. Here's Maiden. Connects from three-point range.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Magic shooting an impressive 60% early. There's the pass to Wagner. He feeds it to Harris. Out to Anthony. Fires from deep. Anthony missing again.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
It's stolen by Anthony. He passes to Wagner. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Wagner. And Orlando making a change here. Both shots good from the stripe. 9 seconds left to play in the first. Lillard attacking. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Lillard's got 6.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
We've got Green. He's out there with Damian Lillard, and it's insanity in its center. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And that is good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul. Here's Green. Lillard, right side. Expanding his range. Can't get it to go. Magic leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Wagner. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Boy, he really bungled that thing.
Passes it to Insanity. 13 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Subs. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooter. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both. Free throws. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 6. A big win for them, coming off a strong game on Friday.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Lillard attacking, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. They'll go to the line. Lights out, checked in for the Bucks. The Bucks have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Magic leading by 5. Wagner passes to Wagner. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Wagner.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Cousin, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. For Milwaukee, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Wagner passes to Anthony. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
The grades checked in for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Lights Out. It's stolen by Anthony with the lead pass.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
Lillard, the pass to Insanity. Back to Lillard. Here's the great, covered by Anthony. And the pass to Insanity. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And yes, sir, that one drops. Insanity's got 4 this quarter. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
The closer's checked in for the Magic. Harris is checked in for the Magic. Magic leading by 8. Outside Anthony. Suggs. Harris outside. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And Insanity picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
And Orlando making a change here. Here's the closer. The shot no good. Nice D from lights out. Milwaukee's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Great positioning on the putback.
That is a fantastic job to stay with the play and never give up. Great effort. Excellent effort.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Rebounded by the great. Bucks trail by 6. He kicks it to Lillard. He passes to the great. Rolls it up. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and catches it on the second chance points.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Wagner passes to Anthony. Dishes to Harris. Drills it from outside. Harris has got 5 points so far.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
And that one's good.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Magic leading by 5. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
The Magic making a switch here. It's stolen by Anthony. For the finish. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to the team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Here's the great. Good on the three-point shot. But Great's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Passes it to the closer. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Passed across. Here's lights out. The tray. No good from the great.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yes, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
The pass to Schmidt.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
And Orlando making a change here. Caldwell Post checked in. Bucks trail by 11. That's tipped. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds for Bucks. Able to retain possession here. And the Bucks with possession here. Here's Little General. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Magic leading by 11. Passes it to the Beast. Here's the Mayor. He passes it to the closer. The Mayor. The Monster, defended by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the Beast. Knocks down the 3-ball. The Beast's got his second basket of the night.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now, and that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Little General, the pass to Cross. Pope loose. And now Orlando on the break. A pull-up. Shot denied. Pass to the great. Here's Little General, defended by Caldwell Pope. The shot's good from Little General.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Here's the great. 17 points in the game. Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call it.
Had great instincts, too. I mean, just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Here's Little General. 9 points in the game so far. And the shot is good. 20 points for the great.
Wow. 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's the Mayor. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The Monster passes to Schmidt. Here's the Beast, defended by Cross. 3 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Caldwell Pope. And they come right back with their own 3-pointers.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace. There.
Bucks trail by 11. Little General, the pass to Cross. Here's Insanity. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Passes it to the Beast. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Caldwell Pope passes it to the Monster. Here's Little General. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Magic leading by 9. The Mayor passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's the closer, defended by Antetokounmpo.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
No good from Little General. Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Caldwell Pope passes to Schmidt. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Knocked loose. Pass to Cross. That is good. Orlando's gone 4-6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Here's Schmidt. Cannot hit. Great defense that time from Antetokounmpo. The pass to the great. Wide open look. Here's Little General. The offensive rebound. And that one is hammered home.
Grown man's power flush with the long hand on the rim at the end of it.
That could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
Hits the bucket. 18 points for the Mayor.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Doubled by Schmidt. Passes it to Little General. Here's the great. The Wizard. Lots of room. No good. From 12 feet out. The putback slams it home for the putback.
Tell Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, putback slams are not what you want to be giving up if you're the defense.
And that does it for the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs is in full swing.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference Semifinals.
Complete domination. What a game for the great. He has 20 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently, trying to get into his airspace.
And so in the game for the Magic, the closer is out there with the monster. Then it's the Beast. Then there's the Mayor. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 spot. Bucks trail by 16. Passed across. And up the court come the Magic on the break. There's the closer. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The Mayor passes to the closer. The Beast. Here's the 3. No good from Caldwell Pope. And the pass to Little Jimmy. Here's Insanity, defended by Schmidt. Fires it up. The shot's good from Insanity. Insanity's got 12 in the game. Magic leading by 16. Here's Schmidt. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Count that one.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had negatives mixed in there as well.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
No good from the great.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
The shot's good from Little Jimmy. Orlando's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. The Mayor passes to the monster. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is, I'm going to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Passed across. Deflected. To the middle. Another steal. 3 on 3. They get a hand on it. Pass to Little Jimmy. Here's the great from the arc. That's good. The great's got 23 points.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
Oh, ridiculous move.
Tore it down that time.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam. They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Little General, the pass to Cross. And the three off target.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And there's the pass to Little Jim.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for the shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he is going ice cold here.
Pass into Schmidt. Here's the Beast, defended by Cross. Here's the Beast, and a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Obvious foul.
He took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And the Magic making a change here. All free throws good from the Beast.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Here's the great money from the lane. The Great's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Little General. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 10. Here's the Beast. Lays it up and banks it in. The Beast's got 10.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Here's Schmidt and the powerful one-handed slam. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Cross passes to the Great, and he's good on the free ball. The Great's got 10 points in just the second half.
His performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Pass to Schmidt. Shoots. And that one comes up a bit short. Bucks trail by 20. Here's the Great. The Great passes to Little Jimmy. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Some fantastic numbers here for Little General. 13 points and 9 assists. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
Well, he's had a great feel for the game today, for his teammates, for the situation, for his opponents. I mean, he knows what's going on out there.
There's the pass to Schmidt. He dishes it to Carter. Another steal. Here's lights out. Here's the Great. Rejected by Caldwell Pope. But they'll get another chance. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Here's the Beast, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my day.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yep, reminds me a lot of myself in my younger days too, guys. Oh wait, maybe not.
Insanity, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Wizard comes in for the Great. Passes it to Schmidt. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Shea, pass to the Beast. No good on the 3. Here's Little General. 15 points in the game. Prince outside. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Prince has got his first basket of the night.
Good defense, but gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
The pass to Schmidt. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's the Beast. You know what? Excellent D there from Insanity. Bucks trail by 14. Here's Little General, Prince. And that one's good. Prince has got 4 points in the quarter. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's the Beast trying to get up in his target. The shot's good from the Beast.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
And the Magic making a change here. Magic leading by 15. Caldwell Pope passes it to the Monster. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point line. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Little General is checked in for Milwaukee. That's good from Insanity.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
The Monster passes to Schmidt. It's rebounded by the Little General. Little General's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Launches a 3, and again, it's the Magic from deep. 1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. He passes to Lights Out. Pass to Little General. And another basket for Milwaukee. Orlando leading by 13. The Mayor passes to the Monster. Here's the Beast. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. That one goes. Count.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Milwaukee's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Little General, defended by Schmidt. Passed across. Here's Lights Out. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, that's quick. 5-on-3 break. Cross passes to the great. Here's Little General, defended by Caldwell Pope. Here's Little General, and he overshot that one, missing. 3 seconds left, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Bucks trail by 18. A moment now to reset the lamps. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. You've got Lights Out. Insanity is out there with the great. And it's the Wizard. And it's Little General in at the point. That free throw good from the great. All free throws good from the great.
Kevin, this is a strong free throw shooting team, and they've stayed true to form so far, converting with outstanding accuracy.
The Mayor passes to the Beast. The rebound by the Bucks. Insanity's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. No good. Excellent defense there.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Shot is blocked. The passed across. Front past the arc. That's good.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, that didn't go down, but those are exactly the plays coaches like to see.
He's perfect from the line this time. Orlando with the ball. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a performance. Just look at the game from the mayor. 28 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
Bucks trail by 13. About a minute play here in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Cross. Hits the three-point foul.
Getting a feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second three of the half.
Little General, and the lead is down inside single digits. Little General's got 19 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their high-energy defensive effort has laid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And something else they've excelled at is their interior defense. A lot of block shots for them tonight.
The Mayor passes to the monster. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Magic lead by 10.
And they needed that hoop. We'll see if that gets them going again.
I like the fact that they don't have any quit in them. They continue to whittle away at that lead.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Well, his 4 turnovers aren't helping his team's cause at all, are they?
Passes it to the Beast. Launches it. It's rebounded by Lights Out. Lights Out's got 4 rebounds in this game. Little General, the pass to the Great. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 6 points for Lights Out.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
Here's Schmidt. Right through the knee for the layup. The Mayor's got 4 this quarter.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Hooked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And under the Kumbos checked in for insanity. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's the Beast, and that one's good. And now it's a 12-point Magic lead.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Here's Lights Out.
Unbelievable system.
Do that.
The spinorama, kind of like he's in the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable. Truly remarkable.
It's called
What a play.
Oh, look at that.
That is a
bringing down the house. Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
The shot's good from the Great.
Well, with his team struggling, he is taking it upon himself to get them back into this game.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
And thank you, Doris. And so he hits both. Bucks trail by 12. Tipped away. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Little General. That's good. Little General's got 21 in the game.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
That's good. And that's 20 points for the Monster.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away.
Boom. Shot's good from Little Jimmy. Orlando leading by 12. The Mayor passes to the Beast. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Pass the lights out. Pulls up. They get the rebound. Blocked. Here's the Beast. Now the pass to Schmidt. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his third rebound tonight. Here's the Beast. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's the Beast. And the call will go against the Great. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
The closers checked in for the match. Bucks trail by 12. Passes it to Cross. Little General. Bucks passing it around. No good from the Great.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
It's been a strong game for the Beast. He has 20 points, and he's bringing 3 three-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep. Firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Little General. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Orlando leading by 14. Caldwell Pope passes to Schmidt. It's good from long range. The Mayor's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Pass to the Beast. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lights out, Scott. Rebound number 8 now on the night.
And it seems like nothing's falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
The Magic have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And there's the pass to the Beast. Can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Passes it to Little Jimmy. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's the Monster. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. A free throw good from the Monster. Bucks trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I gotta find some, you're right. Orlando on D. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. There's a good screen. Here's the Great. Milwaukee the rebound.
Tough play underneath to give them another shot.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Lights Out. Here's the mayor. An easy 2 points on the layup. The mayor's got 39.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Milwaukee's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Stolen. Here's the monster, and that one's good. The monster's got 13 points in just this quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Picked him clean. Here's Schmidt. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in the slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Here's Little General, defended by Schmidt. Little General lights out, and it's in off the backboard.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the closer, shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. The closer's got 19 points. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Little General. It's rebounded by Schmidt. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. He passes to the closer. Here's the monster. Here's Antetokounmpo. Blocked. Here's the mayor, defended by Antetokounmpo. Here's the closer. Second shot opportunity. No good from the monster. There's the steal. The shot's good from the closer. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
But they get it back.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
Carter outside. Shea, guarded by Prince. Now here's Anthony. There's the pick. Puts up a 3. Missed. That's it. They've won the series. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for